Oh, I gotta put this stuff up. I don't know if I'm supposed. Oh, let me take these off. Okay, y'all. So I know a lot of people aren't in here yet, but I got some sunflowers. Hey, Rusty. I want y'all to be able to see. So I got some sunflowers, but I think I should trim them down a little bit, right? Oh, trim 1 to 2 inches from stem. Still container with room temperature water. I don't have any room temp water. Oh, I think I do. These are so cute, right? I got 3 of them. Hold on, let me get some water. Thank you. Hi, Mario. Hi, Tony. Mine are at school. Thank you, Philip. Make sure y'all like the live, my friends. Double tap, double tap. I'm about to pour me some wine in a second. Yeah, but I got my bestie some sunflowers, so put them in the vase with me. I'm gonna put some water in here first, though. Y'all, I really don't know how much water to put in here. But can y'all see? Yeah. God, I think maybe I might be cutting these a little bit too short, but it's okay. Oh, they're so pretty. Uh, all right, that's it. That's all. I wish they can be like this. Like this, right? Should I put this rubber band on it or should I just leave them? Thank you. Hi, Armani. Put the rubber band on. Yeah, I think that's what I did. So I should cut it shorter. Hi, True. Hi, Farah. Yeah, I thought I cut it 2 inches. Hi, Brad. Hi, Joshua. Hey, Melanin. Yes, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Hey, frankincense. Yeah, I got these from my bestie. Shorter. Okay, let's see what they look like shorter. That's cute. So they can be closer to each other. Working from home, yes. I just been chilling, True. I had to go to my daughter's school today. Let me see. Oh yeah, they're cute like that. Hold on. Yeah, I just had to have a meeting because she has a individualized education plan. So I just had to have a meeting with the school. I mean, with her teachers. It was cool though. So we got to walk to school today. But they usually ride the bus. But the school is close. Yes, they're able to be closer together. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, so we got to walk to school this morning. It's coming along. Is everybody having a good day today? I got my bestie some flowers because they was trying her at work today. The walk was nice and smooth. The weather was nice. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, this is so cute. Stressful. What happened? All right, y'all. Cute, right? Stressful even at home. Hi to Princess. Hi, Richard. Thank you, Armani. Do y'all think my bestie will love them? All right, let me clean my mess. Hopefully these would cheer her up. Stop and smile, you're here. I think she'll love them. We both like sunflowers. Hi, Stop. Hi, Richard. Hi, Mavis. Hi, D. What's up? Shoot, what's going on? Hi, Richard. A prayer request? I don't. Thank you, though. Hi, Kyle. Maybe if I think of something before I get off live. I can't think right now. Yes. Oops. I got her some wine too. Hi, Chino. Hi, Deb. Hi, Izzy. True. I made some pasta, some salmon Alfredo. Yes, Armani. Yeah, I'm actually about to eat right now. I made it before I went to the store. So cute. I love sunflowers too. The smell of flowers. 8 p.m. Yeah, he asked me if I had a prayer request. Hi, Josh. I'm gonna sit them over here. So she could see them when she comes in the house. I'm about to, I made some pasta though before I went to the store. I got her some wine too, but I'm about to have some wine that's already open. Well, actually, I'm gonna have some wine a little later. Y'all, I would usually put my wine, I would usually, what flavor did I get? Peach. Yeah, it's like a fruity one. It's peach. I would usually put my pasta, in a bowl, but all the bowls are in the dishwasher. So this is what we got right here. Hold on, let me wipe my screen. Yeah, so if you guys just joined the live, let me show y'all the suspicious about what, Josh? Yes, Jay, you see that? Yes, so cool. Yeah, it's a peach wine. I got you. You struggled with your egg earlier? Hi, Stephanie. Oh, I didn't even notice. Make sure y'all double tap that screen. Whoever told me to cut these flowers. So, yes, the flowers are so cute. All right, y'all. Let's run up the likes. I live in America. Is it Smosh? Y'all, I had to settle for is this Poppy? Yeah, I had to settle for Poppy because they're all out of the Olipop drinks. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, true. Bestie went to work and they was like playing with her in her face because she missed yesterday doing too much. She was upset when she called me. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Oh, about my best friend? Hey, you can think what you want. She's actually engaged to get married. I don't understand. This is the thing. Nothing against you, Josh. But people always assume that about us. But I think it's hard for some people to realize that girls, especially black girls, can actually have real true friendships with nothing else involved. Because even when people see us always hanging out and like friends and stuff, they think that it's more than that. But it's not. It's not. Happy early birthday. Hi, Tip Top. But people always think that, but I think people aren't used to seeing healthy friendships. Which I'm like me and my best friend, we would never talk to the same guy. We would never cross each other. A lot of girls that are friends, they can't say the same. Right, True? And my best friend has bought me flowers before. She's bought me flowers for Valentine's Day. In other occasions, I buy her flowers. We buy each other gifts for Christmas. We buy each other gifts for like a lot of things, even just because gifts. We like to give gifts. And we like to make each other happy, not even just each other, like anybody else that's in our life. Right, Armani? Like, I don't know. I don't know, y'all, but yeah, we're really just friends. But people always say that. Even our guy best friend, he's like, yeah, I thought you guys were dating. But I don't know. I don't know what that's about, though. I really don't know what that's about. God, this pasta, I gotta put it in the microwave. I need it to be hot. It's a little cold. But yeah. I just feel like they had her messed up at work. Coming in her face, doing too much. And I didn't like that. So I wanted to do something to cheer her up when she gets home. Thank you, Stephanie. I love you too. See, that's not genuine though, Josh. You can't just say that. That's not genuine. You got to work towards a friendship like that. Exactly, true. My day's going good, tip top. Thank you, Richard. So basically, okay, good night. So basically, she missed work yesterday because she had a doctor's appointment, and she told a manager. She didn't tell her direct manager. Yes, Armani. She didn't tell her direct manager, but she told another manager that was actually there while she was at work that she was going to miss today. So as soon as she walks into work, her direct manager comes in her face, acts like she cares, and asking her like, oh, are you okay? And after she says yes, then she starts like, no, her direct manager. And after she, cause she works at Amazon, you know, they got like different type of managers. But the way Amazon works, cause she's an actual area manager. So the way Amazon works, you don't got to tell people you're not coming to work. All you got to do is either put your time in or let somebody know. Like she let somebody know. She let somebody know because she actually has to run shifts sometimes. But she did let one person know. But if you're just like a regular worker or whatever, you don't have to tell anybody you're not coming to work. She doesn't either unless she put her time in, but she didn't have enough time to put it in so everybody can see it. So basically the manager was like in her face and then like being like showing microaggression towards her by taking her walkie after she told her that it was her walkie and just being like rude with her. Right, Kyle? Hey, Bad. How are you? So yeah, she had called me this morning upset about that. But it seems like she was able to like get her mind right and calm down because she's still at work. But she was like, if she didn't calm down, she exactly. That's exactly how it was. True. Exactly how it was. So she was upset because she was just talking to her crazy. And she said she already like steers clear of her because the way that she talks to people. And I was literally just seeing a video about stuff like that. Like, I don't know, the managers, they just let things go to their head sometimes. Like, she's a manager to where everybody that's under her, they really love working with her. And if she tells them to like do something, they'll do it. But that's because she knows how to talk to people. But let me put this in the microwave really quick, and I'm gonna be right back. Lola, where are you? Why are you over there? What are you doing over there, Lola? Don't start that whiny stuff. You ready to eat? Are you ready to eat, Lola? My pasta's warming up too much. Hold on, girl. I'm doing too much now. All right, I'm back. Exactly. Be doing too much. Thank you, Richard. And I actually was thinking about that too when you asked me. I was like, well, my friend did have a rough day today. Thank you, Richard. Kinda. Not like necessarily with managers though. Well, I gotta think because I'm really nice until I'm not. But I've never had like a manager like a manager get in my face. I've had coworkers get in my face. Like I don't know, sometimes when you're at work and you're quiet and you just do your work, thank you, Devin, and you just do your work and you do it good and you don't bother nobody. Sometimes people want to bother you, especially if you're really quiet. Because I won't let people talk to me any type of way. But of course, people are going to talk to you any type of way. They'll try it. But sometimes you just got to put people in their place. Because if you're going to talk like that, then you don't have to speak to me. And a lot of people try to mess with me at work because I guess I look like I'm just really nice and I won't do anything. But that's not the truth. Because I won't let you keep picking on me and bothering me. I won't. Like, you'll eventually leave me alone. The twins are good, Richard. Thanks for asking. Yeah, they're at school. I gotta make them some cookies before they get out of school. I promised them. Exactly. They do. And I don't know why that's a thing at the workplace. Like, just let people do their job. But they always, like, if you're too quiet at work, they don't like that. Hi, ATK. Yeah, people be doing that. Thank you, Richard. Like, my thing is, people, yeah, exactly. That's what I would do too, Armani. Sometimes people, this is the thing. Sometimes people want to be your friend, but their like spirit is so negative that they want to be your friend so bad, but then they still dislike you because their energy's off. They can't help it. You can't hide energy, especially not anymore. It's starting to be very hard to hide energy. But yeah, especially if you just like to thank you, if you just like to go to work and mind your business and not to talk to people, they bother you even more. I don't know why. That's just how they are. I'm eating some salmon Alfredo that I made. Thank you, Stel Cheeto. Yeah, they can't hide it, bro. They really can't. They want to like you, but a lot of people are faking it. A lot of people fake it. Thank you, True. Hi, Hot Wang. Exactly, Armani. That's because people aren't right. They aren't right. A lot of people got, and also y'all gotta understand. Never let anybody disrespect y'all. But also sometimes it has nothing to do with you. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you because people are going through their own things, and instead of them just learning how to keep stuff to themselves, they can't. Their negativity just gotta bleed out on everybody. Exactly true. I don't know. They just can't help it. They can't help it. Pasta. Oh, it is a soda, a poppy soda. I really like Olipop, but they didn't have the flavor that I wanted. Exactly, Armani. Like, and the thing is, people that act like that too, if you notice, like, you're being nice and stuff, and then you got negative people, people act like that because they want you to stoop to their level and act like them. A lot of people don't really truly believe that there are actually good hearted, nice people out there because they could never. They could never. They try you because they think that you're being fake when you're being nice because they could never. And then they get even more mad because if you guys notice, people who are nice and tend to stay to themselves, they attract a lot of good energy, and they attract a lot of the coworkers that want to talk to them, the nice coworkers. Exactly true. Because the thing is, people like that, they don't expect you to say anything to them. They think that you're just supposed to let them act the way they act, and when you call them out, now all of a sudden, oh, I was just playing, I didn't mean it, it was a joke. Now, when you call them out, they want to switch it on you like you're doing too much. Exactly, and that's the only thing that I don't understand, Tip Top, because no matter what I'm going through at home, if I do have to go into the office or whatever, I leave everything at the door. I leave everything at the door, and then I turn into work mode, which that's also exhausting too though. But I turn into work mode, and then that's it. I don't think about nothing at home. I don't talk about my kids. Like, people be talking about their kids all day and doing this and that, and that's okay, but y'all don't need to know my business. Like, people also get mad. You're welcome, Armani. People also get mad because you don't want to share with them. Just because you want to share your whole life with me don't mean I want to share my life. I don't even know you. Exactly, Armani. Jokes are supposed to be funny, not ripping people apart. Like, what kind of joke is that? That's not a joke. My bad, Christian. No, seriously. Like, bro, I don't. My bad. I saw your comment too slow. Like, and then when you don't tell them your business, they get mad. Or when you tell them a little bit of something, like, that you don't care if they know, they think they know something, and then they start telling everybody. Like, that's not even no real information. True, you at home. Why don't you make something? Look, when I work from home, I used to be cooking. I was doing everything. Hey, Daniel. Josh, what does the sunflower mean? Never settle. A period. Highly classified. Look, y'all don't gotta, but the thing is also, y'all have to realize, oh, are you on camera? Y'all have to realize that, man, what was I finna say? Dang, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, I know how to professionally gather people, okay? I can professionally eat you up, and then you're gonna leave me alone. Like, I can give you an instance. Oh, thank you, Josh. Hey, Terrence. Yeah, it's 3:08 p.m. for me, Daniel. Like, for me, not the last job I had, because the last job I had was at Amazon, because I had to run it up real quick. But the job before that was a work from home job, and I was working with somebody, because people train you, but they don't train you all of the way. And I'm gonna let you know that you didn't do what needed to be done training me. Oh, corn on the cob. And I had this girl email me because I think I made a mistake, and she trained me, and I made a mistake. So I guess since she trained me, the managers came after her. So she emailed me. And the thing is, these people that they be having, they don't be smart. Like, they don't be smart. So she emailed me and asked me, why did I make a mistake? Because she didn't see how I could have made the mistake, which I've already went back and saw how I made the mistake or whatever. So she was emailing me. She basically was emailing me for no reason, girl. Talking about some, oh, do you know why you made this mistake? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I accidentally mixed this with this. Hey, Unc. And then she was like, what did she say? She said something, and then she tried to tell me, like, oh, she was like, I couldn't see how you made the mistake, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, if I already went back, this was a work from home job. And I'm like, if I already went back and saw how I made the mistake, and I literally just told you how I made the mistake, why would I need you to tell me to make sure I don't make the mistake again? If you couldn't even find out how I made the mistake, I found out how I made it on my own. Like, make it make sense. And a lot of those people, they didn't like me because they knew I was smarter than them. So they tried to come for me. And then when I was going to another department, she would always try to send me emails, and I used to always eat her up in them emails. Then she tries to email me when I was going to another department, acting like, because our emails are monitored, acting like she was happy for me that I was going to the other department, when really it looked like she went on the internet and found whatever she said to me. Because after she sent me that email, a couple days later, she was being rude again. And I'm like, girl, if you don't get out of my face. And I remember one time I was working with this one girl that didn't do her job. And I was telling my leadership that she didn't do her job, and I was waiting on her. So the leadership gonna message me and to tell me to do the girl's job. She was like, oh, well, since no one did it, you can go ahead and do it. Do y'all think I did it? No. I emailed her back, and I said, no. I said, I'm emailing you because the so-and-so hasn't touched this order in 7 days, and I can't move forward. I said, so I'm not doing it. I said, no. I said, I'm emailing you because she didn't do what she was supposed to do for 7 days. I said, I didn't email you to ask you if I should do this. Then she was like, oh, well, can you just email her again and see if and tell her to do it, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was a lot of people there that wasn't doing the jobs that they were supposed to do, but they always want to come at me. Like, girl, exactly, stop and smile. Exactly, they do. They be like, oh, they think they're better just because they were there. And it's just like, just because you were here longer, that doesn't mean anything. Like, why would you tell me to do somebody else's job? I'm asking you. I'm telling you so you can let them know. Because the job that I was doing, it was working with a lot of it was basically workers' comp. And so not doing a job for 7 days, that should actually flag. That should actually flag the manager that's supposed to do what they do. People, exactly, they get in their feelings. Like, I literally had a manager, oh, if you're gonna try to steal my job, just let me know. Ha ha ha. Mind you, I barely was working there. Like, I'm barely here. Like, no. So basically, it had a lot of parts to that job. So the area that I was in, it was just basically calling doctors' offices and scheduling people for like therapy, some type of therapy, physical therapy, water therapy, and something like that. Like, it was just like a lot. Also, I literally had to message the managers because I had I called the actual doctor's office. She was so unprofessional. She was mad. So basically, like, with the workers comp, sometimes their insurance sends us the referral before they send it to the actual place that they have to go get services at. So I was just calling the lady so I can get more information because the insurance, they didn't send over enough information. And she was being so rude on the phone. Yeah, it can be occupational or speech. I also found out that they have like water therapy or whatever that is. It's like for people that like work in like movies and shows and stuff. Like we did it for Netflix. It could be for people with worker comps, like with their jobs. It was like for all type of jobs. We did it for Delta. It was a lot of companies. If somebody that's bigger than you asks to fight, just tell them you don't want to fight. But if they try to fight you, then do what you got to do. I don't even eat Taco Bell, Josiah. Yeah, I don't eat Taco Bell. It's a lot of children in here. Yeah, get your teacher and parents involved, especially the teacher. Hey Adrian, if there's ever been anybody bothering me at school, um, I will let the teacher know, aka warn the teacher that if you don't handle that, then I will. And at least you got a warning. Right, True? Look, that's how it be sometimes. Because we do get the children or the teenagers in here that know how to act. Some of them don't know how to act, so they got to get blocked. Hey, Detroit. But yeah, that job was crazy. And y'all want to know how I quit that job? I literally had an anxiety attack one day at work because let me tell y'all how my schedule was. And y'all let me know if this makes sense. So basically, exactly, stop. Hey, Tyler. Is it Tyler? So basically, damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Okay, let's just go about how I quit. So, oh no. So let me tell y'all my schedule first. And then y'all let me know if that makes sense. So basically, look, I'm gonna get to the point, y'all, but let me just respond to Adrian. My daughter was going through that too. A lot of times when the little kids are bullies, it's because they're not smart. Not saying they can't be smart, but they feel like they're not smart and they have trouble learning with things because either they don't have help at home because their parents are like working or whatever. But a lot of kids, when they're younger, turn into bullies because they don't know something. So then they act out or whatever. And if you don't pay attention to your kids acting out at home so you can figure out what's going on with them, they're going to act out at school. My daughter had 2 bullying instances. One, she fought back. She got written up. Did I care? No, because I told her to do it. The second time, before she handled that, I messaged the teacher and I told the teacher and the teacher handled it. Because if you don't handle it, she gonna handle it and then she's not gonna get in trouble. And then when I know how to read energy really good, so then when I seen the children that were bullying, it was one little boy, I saw him. He was bullying her when she was in kindergarten. I saw him on a field trip. I could see why he was bullying her, because he looked like his parents just let him do whatever he wants to do and he doesn't get in trouble. And then the little girl, when I saw her at an event, I saw it was her and then her mom. And just like by how her mom looked, the energy of it, it seems like, I'm telling y'all, I'm really good at reading energy. So for her mom, it seemed like she was raising her daughter. Not saying that you can't do it, but it looked like she just got out of a relationship. Maybe she got a divorce and she had her daughter and she had to go to work and blah, blah, blah. She just can't do it, everything on her own or whatever. She looked like she wasn't used to doing everything on her own. Yeah, the same twin. She got bullied in kindergarten and then, was it second grade? But yeah, it looked like, because just the way her mom looked, it just looked like she wasn't used to doing everything on her own, and it was a lot for her. And I also told my daughter with the second bully, I just told her, because she would like to play with my daughter, and I told my daughter, I'm like, if she's nice today, then you can play with her. I said, but if she's not nice, don't play with her. And I said, if you don't want to play with her forever after that, that's fine. I was like, but I was just trying to like let her know like how it is when you're kids and sometimes you don't know something. So eventually the kid straightened up. But she had to learn, if you want my daughter's energy, you want her to play with you, you have to be nice. Because that's like school and stuff and kids going through stuff, that's a lot for them. So I was teaching my daughter to have grace, but don't play. Don't play with her. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah. Exactly. True. That's really how it is. Thank you, Tyler. Not they call their mom by her real name. That means they don't respect her. Oh my gosh. Exactly, Detroit. Like, you gotta teach, hey Tulip, like you gotta teach your kids that other kids are gonna be different and they might have problems. But also, that doesn't, just because you have issues and you feel like you want to take it out on others, that doesn't mean that you have to take it out on other people. Because some people don't teach their kids anything. From a lot of people, I can tell they don't teach their kids not to stare. They don't teach their kids boundaries. They don't teach their kids to wait their turn. A lot of people's kids are very entitled. Yes, thank you, True. Exactly. We gotta teach our kids not to be like too trustworthy. Wait in order for what, Kyle? Bye, Armani. Have a good night. But yeah, y'all, I'll be teaching my daughters like, and when I went to Nyla's class or whatever, this is the one that doesn't get bullied because she don't play that. But she, her teacher was telling me like when there's like drama and they try to involve her in the drama, like when one little girl is involved in drama and she tries to take Nyla away from the girl that she has drama with and play with her, she says whoever she's playing with, she continues to play with them. She don't indulge in the drama. Exactly. When I went to the museum with my daughters for their birthday, a lot of parents were sitting there on their phones while their kids were running around. 12, 10, and 9. My daughters are 8. Hey, Lucinda. Let me turn on the oven, y'all, because if I don't make these cookies like I promised, my daughters they're gonna get me. Exactly, Detroit. You're cold right now, Peter. What you got going on? And like a lot of the kids that are entitled and spoiled, their parents see nothing wrong with that. Like when I went to my daughter's field day, they had like a little, when they, they got the shaved ice or whatever, and we were in line. This little boy just literally went in front of us in the line and cut us and went to go pay for his stuff. He was a child, so of course I ain't gonna do too much. Me and the worker, we looked at each other like, what the heck? But I'm like, just let him go. He's a kid. But if it was like any other type of instance, these kids are gonna learn one way or another by somebody else. Exactly, Detroit. It's so different. Oh, you made a fleece blanket? That's so cool. My mom she crochet. Well, I don't know if she still does it, but my mom makes scarves. She crochets them. But I know I got off track. True, you still here? When I was telling the story about how I quit my job. Thank you, Josh. Hey, Desi. What's up? If you guys just joined the live, make sure you double tap, double tap. Okay, I'm gonna tell the story about how I quit now. So basically the day before, I had just got praised for scheduling somebody. So basically what we do is we schedule people. I thought it was dumb, but they wanted us to do it because I'm like, how do you know if this person is available? But like, if we can't reach a patient when we're calling out to let them know like what we do, their insurance sent us workers comp, seeing like what areas is good for them to go have their therapy, blah, blah, blah. So if we don't get on the phone with them, then they want us to just go ahead and schedule them. But I'm like, if they don't answer after two, 3 times, why are we scheduling them? But whatever. So I guess I scheduled a patient. I called the office and scheduled them within like 2 days. So they gave me a praise for that. Then the next day, they're coming at me because my work is like backed up. And it's getting like that because I can tell you my schedule real quick. So basically I worked from 10 to 7? No, I worked from 9 to 6, my time. But when I clock in to work, since most of their clients were in California, so I couldn't start calling doctor's offices or patients until 10. Mind you, they had patients in the system that were on my time zone. So it's like, why don't y'all have something that filters it out so where I get patients that are in my time zone, right? But no. So most of the time, I check my orders, I can't start calling until 10. So that's 1 hour into my shift that I can't call anybody, right? Then they make me take a 15-minute break at 10:30, right? So I'm taking a 15-minute break at 10:30. I've only been working for 1 hour and 30 minutes on calling patients because other than that, I'm doing the other stuff that I can do, like prepping the charts and blah, blah, blah. So then I clock back in. Well, I don't have to clock out for that. So I come back at 10:45. Okay. Then y'all make me go to lunch at 12:30, right? Lunch is an hour. So I come back from lunch at 1:30, right? Then I'm working with patients for 2 hours, which calling people and doing all that. I just talk loud, Karen. Y'all always think when somebody raising a voice, y'all must don't use y'all big people voice. Y'all always think somebody raising their voice means that they're angry. But I don't know why I be talking loud. I'm always talking loud. But anyways, so I'm working for 2 hours, right? We got to call at least 3 doctor's offices. So calling doctor's offices, then trying to call the patients. They don't answer. We got to put our notes in, blah, blah, blah. So I'm only working for 2 hours, right? Then they want me to take a break at 3:30. Karen, your name is really matching your attitude. And it's just so funny to me because people complain, but then they stay. And if it wasn't for other people on here, I would have just yelled. I just really had, Because I be doing that anyways. I be yelling with my kids when I be random. But I was just really about to about to yell real loud, intrusive thoughts. But anyways, and then it's just like people always people always want to get on here and just say stuff. Like, if you guys are gonna be negative, just go to another chat. Just go to another chat. So anyways, True, back to the story. So working from 1:30 to 3:30 because they want me to take another break. Mind you, these are the breaks that they're telling me that I have to take. They're like, oh, we don't want you to be out. We don't want you to work too hard and blah, blah, blah. So mind you, I got all these breaks. I got all these gaps. Doing the job, it takes sometimes it takes a long time to make those calls. Plus, I don't even really be having time to work on all of the things that I'm working on, because then I get managers emailing me to go ahead and work on stuff from the day before. That's like a long list. So I'm like, bro, you want me to do all of this and that when I don't have enough time to do all of this? So that's why I was like, bro, y'all got all, like, literally, it was so much work that I literally had an anxiety attack. So they thought they were gonna pull me into a meeting, and like, I let them speak. The guy was like, so first I was really supposed to have a meeting, like a one-on-one with I was supposed to have a one-on-one with my manager, but then she was telling me that the manager above her was joining the meeting. And I'm like, why is he joining the meeting? So then I felt like I was ambushed because y'all didn't tell me this. So then when I joined the meeting, he's telling me like, thank you, Mika. He's telling me like, oh, you're behind and you're this and you're that. And I just feel like they weren't doing their work to the point where, no, welcome to No Life, Crystal, because I quit that job. The thing that y'all fail to realize is there's always going to be another job. They're always going to replace you. So there's no life for me. I'm not staying anywhere that is detrimental to my health. Like, so no, there's no welcome to nothing. A lot of things that other people accept, I don't accept. So they pulled me into the meeting. Once he was done speaking, I told him politely that I don't think this job is going to work out for me. And he was like, oh, so you want to quit like right now, today? And I said, yes. And I quit and I never went back. And it was the best thing that I ever did. Like, I'm not about to accept things just because that's supposed to be the normal. That's not how I live my life. I don't. Sorry. A lot of people feel like they have to accept things when you don't, and that's the problem. Hi, Chanel. I remember you. Hey, Cash. Like, the fact that that job almost sent me to the hospital is crazy. Like, no. And the thing is, not only was it the anxiety attack, I literally tried to stay under the radar for so long at that job, True. Like, as far as like being a good worker, to the point where I can't make myself not be as good as I can be at places. Soon as I started showing and proving to them that I was an excellent worker, they started putting more work on me. That was too much work for me. And I just feel like sometimes managers just put a lot of stuff on you. And then the manager, he was like, oh, I understand. I don't like when people say they understand when they don't understand, because everything that I just told you, because I explained to him everything. He kept saying, oh, I used to work this position. I understand. No, you don't understand. You don't, because if you understood, I wouldn't be in the situation that I was in. And I was actually sad about that job because they had very good benefits. Like, they had amazing benefits. But I think it was just the department that I was in. Yeah, I just think because they had a lot of different departments. But I feel like the department that I was in, and then I transferred to another department that had like higher paying clientele. Like they were doing Delta. They were doing Netflix. They was doing like a lot of things. And I'm like, I guess maybe I could have asked to go to another department, but I was like, nah, I'm out. But they did have like really, really, really good benefits. So I'm like, oh, this sucks. But whatever. You win some, you lose some. Exactly, music. I tried. I tried so bad. I tried, but like it was hard. It's hard not being great at something when you're good and stuff just comes easy for you, and then they just think they can put all this stuff on you. They just think they can put all this stuff on you. Hi, Brian. Like, it's just really hard for me, and I just feel like a lot of jobs I had to be small in, and that actually affects my mental health and my physical health a lot when I have to be small at places. Exactly true. Hey, Nor. Hey, Nor. But yeah, and then the job before that, I was at that job for almost 5 years. I knew almost every department, and they still didn't want to pay me the highest amount that I could have got paid. I brought in a lot of money to that job too. Like, when I transferred departments at one job, thank you, Vic. When I transferred departments at the job that I had before that, I brought them in a lot of money. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, I did see that as Beyonce's birthday. But Mary, you can't be strong all the time. If you be strong every day of your life, you're gonna crash. Hi, Eva. No, I'm having a good day, Eva. She's 44 on the 4th. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not having a hard day. Look, I'm just very passionate when I talk, y'all. Yeah, they did. Because I'm 32. Because when I left that job that I was at for almost 5 years, they did crash and burn. People was getting fired because they wouldn't listen to me. I'm like, bro, y'all, I'm trying to help y'all out at this job. Y'all not listening to me. Y'all not listening to me. But there's nothing wrong with me, y'all. I'm waiting for this oven to be ready so I can make these cookies real quick. Hopefully they don't take too long because I got to go to the bus stop at 4. Thank you, poet. But yeah, y'all, when I tell stories, I kind of like go in my mind, I go back to that situation. Just chocolate chip. So it may sound like I'm upset or mad, but I'm a very great storyteller. I gotta go back to the emotions. But I'm okay. But they had me effed up. And then my one job, oh my gosh, like I think I gave in like a 1 week notice, the one that I had for 5 years. And actually they tried to play me at that job. They tried to play me. And then my manager got mad at me because I wouldn't do more work for a hypothetical. Like, I'm not doing that. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm 32. He was like, oh, do you want to? So he wanted me to play manager or like lead for this one job. And it wasn't a job. So I was like, so you want me to act like this is a job to see if we need this to be a job? So you want me to do more work without more money? He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And then he got mad and said that, oh, he doesn't know what's going on with me. And then he tried to go to the manager that's above him and complain about me. And she knew it wasn't like my character. So it didn't work. Exactly, music. Trust me, I know. Been there, done that. Hey, Sleepy, I have the art channels. I don't know. Yeah, he wanted to add more work, talking about, oh, I'm in North Carolina. He was like, oh, you want to do this? I said no. And I sent him a long message like, no, because I was at that job for a long time. They had me training people, y'all, when I first started, which I accepted the money they gave me because, thank you, Sleepy. Hi, Gavela. I accepted the money they gave me because I didn't have any experience. But they had me training people that was making way more money than me that didn't even know what they were doing. So I'm like, what? I'm confused. Like, it's been times where I ran the whole office with 4 doctors by myself. Yeah, they had me training people. When I started, I got literally fed to the wolves. When I started, a lot of people was doing weird stuff at the job. They were quitting. People was getting fired. So I was literally like running running an office of 4 doctors with full schedules by myself. And on Tuesday, all the doctors were in the office on Tuesdays. But I don't really be folding under pressure though. Hey Christopher. Yeah, I don't be folding. I don't know. What's the worst that can happen? It's just work. Sometimes things go left. But yeah. I'm very I can adapt and I can learn things very fast though. Like at the job that I was at for almost 5 years, I worked in like almost every department. I left that job last May. Yeah. Right, Gavela? Yeah, I left that job last May. And there also was a girl there that she used to get on my nerves a little bit. Her energy was so dark. Yeah. Then it's just like the manager, well, he wasn't my manager anymore. So mind you, my manager, I left his department 2 times because he didn't want to pay me. So the first time I was in his department and then I left. And then he tried to pull me in the office. Hey, Jody. He tried to pull me in the office and he was like, oh, is there something you need to tell me? And I'm like, what? Oh, Jody's being rude? Never mind. And I was like, what do I need to tell you? And he was like, oh, that you're switching departments. And I'm like, yeah, because you said you couldn't pay me more money. I got kids. Like, I don't know what you think this is. And I was just like, yeah, because they're offering me more money in the other department. He was mad about that. Then when his department had opened back up, I said that I would go back. And he didn't want me to come back. I guess he was still mad that I left his department. So why did he hire somebody else? And it ended up being too much work for them. So she quit. Like, she didn't give no notice or nothing. She quit on him. And also, the work was all behind. And then he came to me. And mind you, he didn't even tell me he wasn't going to give me the position. I had to find out because my mom was working there too. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Riley. And I had to, my mom told me, she was like, he's not going to give you the position, right? And I'm like, he's not. She's like, no, he's already hired somebody. And I was like, oh, okay. So then he gave it to somebody else. And then it was too much work for her. And so she quit. And then he came in and asked me if I wanted to come back. So I had to, of course I did because it was in the healthcare field. Of course I did because that position was work from home. So I went back. And then I tried to get more money. And then he didn't want to give me more money. So I went to another department and got $4 more. Because I think he gave me like a little raise. But they still didn't even give me the most that they could have gave me at that other position. Seeing as I've been there for a long time, helping y'all out, running up in here. But yeah, then I left his department again. And he tried to sabotage it because he wanted me to... yeah, that's what my sister did. He wanted me to do both. He wanted me to do both jobs and get a little bit of a raise. And I was like, I'm not doing both. I've already done that before. I've done both. I've done worked in his department, which was medical records, and then I worked at the front desk. Like, I'm not doing both. Exactly. That job, hey Jeff, that job I did give 2 weeks notice. No, I think I gave like a 1 week notice because I asked my manager how much of a notice did she need me to give her, because I was still trying to be nice, but I ended up not even staying. at that job because I had a mental breakdown on my way to work. And when I went in there, I just turned my laptop in and had another mental breakdown with my manager. And then I told her I wasn't coming back. She was like, I didn't know the job made you feel this way. I'm like, yes, y'all trying to take me for all I got up in here. Like, no, we're not about to do that. And then they had went and got another manager that was there before, that I remembered her, but she act like she didn't remember nobody in there. And me and her were pregnant at the same time, the first time that I had worked at that job. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember you. And then she looked at me with a straight face and she was like, I don't remember anybody from here. That was 5 years ago. Like, okay, lady. Well, have fun being stressed out running this place because I'm out. Yeah, that's how my manager was. He wasn't even my manager no more. He would say smart shit like, oh, when's the last day? When are you leaving us? Like saying stuff like that. I'm like, I don't think managers are supposed to be acting like that. I'm surprised I haven't done that sooner, True. That's what I usually be doing. Angel, go away. Go away, Angel, with your negativity. Goodbye. Y'all be really thinking y'all hurting somebody with y'all negative ways. It just sucks for you, actually. You ain't hurting nothing over here, boo-boo. I just don't understand why. I do understand why people like to be negative, but it's just like, your life is that terrible. Your life is that terrible. Like, come on now. Your life can't suck that bad to where you're being mean to strangers. Go kick rocks. Okay, guys, I gotta put the cookies in. Lola, are you gonna go with me to get the twins? Okay, guys, I'm back. Exactly, music, like, what is wrong with them? Hey, Shaquan, what's up, gang? Gangy. Any way they can bring their negativity, they think their negative energy matters. Thank you, True. No, I'm not, Joshua. They really think they matter. And they don't. Hate to break it to you, pal. You're a non-factor. All the negative people are non-factors. Like, they don't get tired. Yeah, me too. They can never fake it for too long, though, music. Yeah, we almost at 40. I gotta go to the bus stop at 4, y'all, so y'all got me for like a little bit. Hi, Ali. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, the fake positive people, like, something ain't right with them. Hey, Dows. Yes, if you just joined the live, make sure you double tap, double tap. I was on somebody live and they was like, double tap me up. I like that. I'm gonna start using that. Double tap me up. Let's get to 40 likes right now. If you guys are new, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. I'm on the road to 3K. On the road to 3K. Have fun, Dowls. I remember football games. Yeah. One of the high schools I went to, y'all, a lot of people from there got drafted in the NFL. I do, Joshua. She's pretty. Look, that's what he was saying. Double tap that screen, y'all. Let's get to 45. We can get to a cool little 45. What y'all think? I might get on live when I get back in the house. I want to have some wine though, since I ate some food. I put the cookies on 10 minutes and then I'm gonna see. I always put them on 10 minutes first and then like I could add like maybe 2-3 minutes. Cool 50. You think we get a cool 52? Okay. If y'all just joined the live, double tap. Introduce. She don't get off until I think she get off. What time did she get off? She went at 8. I think she get off at 6. So when she gets home, I'll see if she wants to get on the live. Y'all always tell me I'm looking like somebody from Stray Kids. 8 more, period. Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. True, they got you working hard in here today. What the heck? What the helly? I don't know where. I gotta figure out what's going on with Craig. I'm gonna message him on Threads. I keep saying it, but I keep forgetting. I might need to drink some water too. Yeah. Hi, Kim. It means you are amazing. Hey, chill guy. Hi, Mino. Hi, Con. Period. Look, you're out of here. I don't condone negativity towards me or anybody in my life, y'all. This is a positive, safe space for my community here. There's too many negative people in the world. Too many people that want to push their evil ways on people. Really true. Hey, BM. It's just too much negativity in the world. There's also positivity too, y'all. But there's just like a lot of negative energy in this world. I just wanted to create a safe space for people to come and get a little bit of positivity in their day. And then look, just the light. My light is shining so bright. We got people hating. You can't make this up. And I like that we block them because, oh, you want to be negative? Okay, you're out of here. Boom, goodbye. They're just going to go to somebody else's live and be negative. Hey, SPR. So, like I always say, if you guys are trying to be on social media, trying to do lives, no matter what platform, stuff like that, negative people are going to come. It was a lot of people. They was on one today, SPR. It was a lot of them. So, like, if you guys don't let the negative people... Thank you, not necessary. Just know that when people see your light shining bright, they're going to try to dim it. Don't let them do it. It's just a lot of negative people in the world. They're just not happy with themselves. And that's just what that is. It really has nothing to do with you. When people are being negative, it's your light is actually triggering for them because they could never spread this much love and positive energy. They can never, y'all. That's why they're mad. They're mad. And they're just going to be on live all day instead of them bettering themselves for their own life. And that's how you know they don't care about themselves. Because instead of them bettering themselves for their life, they want to go tear other people down. I don't know. Man. Exactly, SPR. Like, you know, you really can't make this stuff up. Yeah, they're just going to move on. And a lot of times when they move on to other people's channel to be negative, they're going to get responses back because, yes, not necessary. It really is. It's getting crazy. And you know what's so crazy about the spiritual warfare? It's happening a lot with these jobs. With these jobs, like, just think about it. You got to be put at these jobs. Look, I'm gonna have some wine when I get back. I gotta drink me some water though. We're being put, a lot of us are being put at these jobs where people are literally trying to dim your light, you know? A lot of people that don't have their own minds, they're being used, okay? They're literally being used to spread hate and negativity. That's why I'm saying, like, yeah, you out of here. Like, just don't give them what they want. It's just fuel to fire when you react to negative people. It really is. Because my thing about it is, if you react to them, just think. Y'all know what I'll be thinking about? Hi, Dequario. I have like a very active imagination. So like, yes, not necessary. Look, you need to be, I like your energy. I like your energy. That's really how it be. It be like that. A lot of people are performing. There's a lot of people that aren't genuine and real and true. That's why like I said, Hazelika, that's why I got this platform for all of us to unite, okay? All of us to give each other positive words, everything. What? She wants you to apologize to her. Hi, Jocelyn. What is that about? I don't go to church either. But people always think you got to go to church to believe in things. And if you, like, you don't have to. And my thing is, I don't really too much, oh, thank you, BMX. I don't really too much get into, like, religion and stuff like that anyways. Thank you, Ali. Hi, Jaslyn. I was helping this older couple. Find somewhere where I live. And she started talking about politics. I don't even know what she was even talking about. And I'm just like, that's how I can tell that people's minds are literally programs, y'all. Like, literally. Ah. Thank you, BMX. I appreciate you. Literally, though, y'all. Like, people watch TV all day. I don't think people understand how the mind works. If you sit in front of a TV all day and you believe everything that somebody tells you, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you don't have your own mind. Bye, BMX. Thank you again. Shout out to you. Yeah, 3 more likes. Okay, let me check on the cookies, y'all. Two more minutes. Dang, I put 2 cookies too close to each other. 2 more minutes. Yeah, I'm making cookies. Exactly, Stan the man. Yeah, I put two too close together. I didn't mean to. Yes, y'all, come on, double tap me up. Give me the 50 likes. Hey, Sierra. Chocolate chip cookies. Give me the 50 likes, y'all. I got 4 more minutes and I gotta go. I gotta go get my daughters off the bus. Hey, Jack. Oh, shout out to whoever just liked the live. Period. Double tap. Thank you, Sierra. Shout out to you, Sierra. That's my bestie's name. Y'all, hey, Giggle. It is a lot of, well, I don't know. I feel like if you're naturally a nice person and you're naturally kind, it's not a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. 50 likes. Shout out to y'all. Thank you, Sierra. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, shout out to Swarmy. Hey, Steven. Yes, true. Look. Period. But y'all, I love yapping. I love talking. I love telling stories. I just wish I had more stories. Yes, Sierra, we could be friends. I wish I had more stories to tell. I need to start going outside so I could start telling stories. But y'all, except for the last 2 jobs that I had, and the thing is, I don't mind. Exactly true. I need to. Hey, Google. Um, yeah, I gotta start going on more adventures and doing stuff. I just been trying to hold it down and run up my YouTube channel. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the cookies. I think I'm gonna take a water bottle with me. Really, music? Oh my gosh, she spelled it the same way. My bestie doesn't spell her name like that. Hey, Kelly. Gaurav. Is it Gaurav? Hey, Amaya. Yes, cookies. What should you say to your crush? I don't know, guys. To be honest, I don't know how to flirt. I don't know. I'm kind of awkward. Not gonna lie. I'll just be like, hi, my name is Amaya. How are you? And you are? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I said it wrong. Womp, womp, womp. But yeah, y'all. Look, I gotta get my money up so I could be going on trips. Hey, Jersey. SPR, you want to be a mod? I've been thinking I was going to make you a mod yesterday. All you got to do is say yes. Hey, Fago. What's up? What's up, Jersey? Yeah, I feel like I could be awkward at times, y'all. That's just me, though. Thank you, Sierra. Period. Okay, okay. The channel is getting bigger, too, y'all. It is. Okay, so I'll start adding more mods. So nobody else asks, please, because I don't want to say no. But I'll start adding more mods once the channel gets like super, super big. Once we got like 100 people plus sitting up in this live with us, yeah. Hey, Fago, your crush is staring at you. I don't know. Stare back. Like, wait, are you a girl, Gabriella? I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know. Don't take tips from me. Hi, Lafayette. Oh, it is time for me to go. Period, y'all. Okay, y'all. So I gotta go. Thank you, True. I gotta go get the twins. Hey, Atlas. That was good, True. I'll probably do something like trip in front of my crush. Like, I don't know. They bus be coming fast. Okay, so I gotta go get the twins off the bus. If I don't get back on later, because we gotta do a homework and I gotta be a mom I gotta switch to mommy mode real quick. Thank you, Gabriella. So yes, if you guys just joined the channel, make sure you did that. Oh, period. See, that's me. Oh, the tripping. Yeah, I would do something like that. Yeah, I gotta switch skirt mommy mode real quick. We gotta do a little homework, eat a little cookie, get a little lunch, little snack. Okay, bye, my friends. Make sure you guys subscribe so y'all can come back. They get their tablet at 5, so I'll probably come back at 5. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye, friends. Okay, I gotta go. Love you guys. Bye.